going to learn how to cut ourselves out and put ourselves into the background that you chose. Make sure that you control and clicked on the background to save it to your desktop, that you did not drag it. If you dragged it, you will most likely have the least resolution in your background and it will be blurry, and I would like you not to turn in a blurry background. Okay, so I chose this Rosie the Riveter picture for my appropriation. And then I did a picture sort of semi-similar to that. You are going to first select yourself with a loose selection. So I'm going to go around. I want to go beyond my hair a little bit. That's okay if it goes too much. You know how sensitive this stupid thing is sometimes. Come out a little bit extra here because I want to get this hair. All right. I am going to go into the minus here a little bit and kind of grab some of this down. All right. Come up here and go a little bit over and then minus this out. A little funkiness here. All right, that looks okay. And then I'm going to, so when you do hair, so like if this cuts this, it would be this weird like straight line around me. And I don't want that. I want it to grab some of this hair a little bit. And sometimes, honestly, this works the first time, and sometimes you have to go back and do it a couple times. This tool on this version of Photoshop kind of sucks a little, I'm not going to lie. But if you go back and do it a couple times, usually you can get the best possible outcome. All right, so I press Refine Edge, okay? So I'll show you how I did it again. Right up here, and you have to be in the selection tool, you go to Refine Edge, okay? I'm going to click on Smart Radius. Make your radius go up to like 1.2. Output to selection. It won't come up with a red background. It'll probably come up with just some marching ants. I really like having the red background, or you could do it on white on black or whatever you like best. I like this red. Okay. So then I'm going to go in, and also sometimes this comes up like right on top of your image. It's really hard to edit if it comes up right on top. Don't say okay or cancel. Sorry, just move your this little screen over so you can see what you're doing. Okay, so now I'm going to go in where some of these hairs are here and just go over it. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat. And see how it kind of pulls back and bumps into where those hairs are here. Do that again right there. And it's kind of just grabbing like the edge of your hair. Now along the top of my head, I already know because I did this once, it does it too much. And that's okay. I'm going to go back when I'm done with the selection. And all right, so see how I grab these little hairs right there? Also right around like under here, I didn't do it very well. That's okay. All right, so I like that. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna say okay. Let it work for a second. Okay, so it grabs some of these little hairs over here. Actually, I don't even hate this that much over here, so that's okay for me. If you want to do any like brightness or contrast here, please do it in this layer before you, I'm gonna take my brightness up, my contrast, I'm gonna take way up. Sorry guys, if I like this picture and I like the brightness and contrast, take my brightness down just slightly. Okay. Now again, I'm not loaded and I need to be in this clippy mask, so if you do another layer, make sure you go to select, load selection, and it loads you back up with your previous selection. I don't want this corner in here now that I look at it a little bit. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to right under. No. I'm going to make a little bit of a better selection of my arm. There. Okay. Okay, so now that that's loaded, now if I take it, it's not going to take my... it's not going to take both layers with me, so make sure that you load the selection first. So before you merge visible, please make sure you have the marching ants around yourself and then merge visible. Do not merge it without having the marching ants around you, or it won't let you load the selection. Okay, so then I have my geometric background. Okay, so I'm going to make File, New. I want you to make an 8.5 by 11, so 8.5. we need some water. An 8.5 by 11 template. Your resolution should be 300. You can title it. Appropriation. Okay. All right. There's my new one. Now, where am I going to find my pattern here? Oh, there's my geometric background. Okay. So now I'm going to press Command A, because Command A selects all. Command X cuts it. And I'm going to go into my new background here. Where is it? I have too many things open. Oh, here we go. That's why it's good to name it. Okay, and then Command V, paste it. That's kind of small. It's okay. As long as the resolution looks okay enough. I'm going to make it at 90. Come on. Good enough. All right. Then I'm going to fit it to my screen. It's a little wonky, but I can fix it. I want you to fill your whole screen with it. And if it goes off a little, or if you want it to, you know, be stretched out a little bit, it's okay. All right, and press return. Oh, it didn't come down the way I wanted it to there. And I want to turn it just a little bit back this way. All right, return. Okay, and then I want to go back to my original here. That's not what I want. There we go. And then I'm going to cut myself. So Command X. You can also drag yourself. I'm too far over to do it. And then Command V. Okay, so there's my mug in the picture. Again, I probably could have done a little bit of a better job. You can put a layer mask on and don't squish yourself. If you're going to resize yourself, make sure you lock it up here. And then if I really wanted to, I could put a layer mask on here. And I could paint away a little bit of that hair that's a little funky around the top. So your layer mask is down here. I'm going to paint in white. And I could paint some of this away. Oh no, I want to paint black, sorry. And I'm just going to paint it away a little bit to clean up the edges a little bit more. Yeah. Just make it nice and clean, and I would like you to do this too. If there's no issue, then don't. But like, there was a weird halo on top of my head, and there's one weird little halo over here. Just make sure that you have everything you need nice and smooth. I didn't get my hand under here. If you see any issue with your selection, either fix it or, yeah, I definitely did not get my hand here. So you can go back, and nobody will ever know, but I kind of want to make this look a little bit more natural through here. So I'm going to kind of go back and make it better. You want it to look as natural as possible that you're in there, okay? All right, so I'm okay with that. So that's really all you need to do with both of your pictures. So make sure you have a good selection and that you select the hair correctly when you do the masking. Now, if somebody was wearing a hoodie, or if you feel that they don't really need it, you don't have to do the selected mask, but most of the time with people with any kind of hair, you're gonna wanna select and mask it, okay? When you're all done, you can either flatten it or merge visible. Save it as a JPEG, and please name it with your last name and the word appropriation, maybe appropriation 1 and appropriation 2. Also, this image should not be of you, it should be of someone else. So I want you to turn in two things. I want you to turn in this, and then I want you to make another template where you have your original image and you put both of them in. So you can do file new. I would make it, let's see, well, make your width, why don't we make it about 20, and then make your height, keep your height at 11 and a half, or 11, yeah. Make your width 20 and your height 11. And then take both pictures, your finished one and your original one, and cut and paste them in there. Okay, so again, you're turning in two things to me. You're turning in this, okay, and you're turning in this. So two things. I would like one of your person in their, in their new environment that you put in. They're appropriated. They are in the same position of the image that you're appropriating from. It's tied together. And then I would like you to put them side by side so that I can see where you got it from and turn both of them in. So all together, you should have four things. You should have two of just the image that you created, and then you should have two that are side by sides, okay? That's really it. If you guys have any questions, I will come around and help you, or rewatch the video. This one is, I think, fairly easy. You guys know how to do 99% of the things in this video. So really, you should be able to kind of cruise through it. Please make sure you're using your class time to take the pictures. And that's it.